Nice to meet you. I'm David Wright-Smith, George's road manager.
Lisa Fletcher.
Okay, this is, wow, this is,
it's a busy road.
Yeah, it certainly is. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you there.
Okay. See what road?
We'll go about another mile and a half. You just pull off to the right. It's not an overpass, you just pull off to the right.
Chilliwack, this is Friday, July the 13th, and this is day 389, and we're just approaching Chilliwack right now. So come on, folks. And then shut her down and switch the power off too, because there's no point in having that on until...
Why did y'all mention us?
Anytime. Approaching Municipal Hall in Chilliwack, just walked about 10 kilometers. And we're about to meet and greet the mayor and some other people.
You're welcome. They're running in to get some people now?
Yeah, they're over having a driving. There you go.
Wow. That was a nice walk.
Yeah, I know. Come on the street. How you doing? Good? You working hard? Good. Always. I know that.
Yes, and good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for coming out this afternoon. We're here, of course, to help George Marcello bring attention to the need for the support the organ donor program. First, I think you should know a little bit about George, for those of you who aren't aware of some of his accomplishments. In 1992, George found out that he had terminal liver disease and was given 2 years to live. In September of 1994, he was put on the waiting list after being told he had just 2 months left. In August of 1995, he received a call from the Toronto General Hospital stating that there was an organ available for transplant. From being deathly ill to becoming healthy and out of hospital took only 10 days. Another 3 months and he was back in the gym. George's first walk was from Toronto to Ottawa in August of 1997. Then in 1998, George and another liver transplant recipient, John Totten, co-founded Step by Step, a non-profit charitable organization devoted to bringing awareness of the need for organ donors. On June the 26th, 1999, George embarked on the Ontario Walk 2000 with friend and road manager Joe Camara. This was a walk around Ontario that he completed in 96 days, 2,375 kilometers in total. This got the attention of Premier Mike Harris, who then created the Premier's Advisory Board on organ donations. Then, on June 20th, 2000, George embarked on the Canada 600-day walk. He's just past halfway now and hopes to be complete by February the 20th, 2002. I would at this time like to acknowledge the work of the city's PR committee, led by councillors Dorothy Kostreva and Mel Folkman, including Steve Anderson, Anna Macedo, and Catherine Lack. Also, the sponsors of the event, the Royal Hotel, Cottonwood Mall, Dakota's Restaurant, Shaw Cable, Radio Max, The Progress, and the Times newspapers. Special thanks to Kate Popke for her tireless efforts. I would also like to acknowledge donor recipient Nancy Besner, who we're very fortunate to have with us today. Thanks to Bob Besner, Mel Folkman, and the Mount Chiam Volt Sport Club for joining in the walk this afternoon, as well as our RCMP Constable Fletcher. I would at this point in time like to call on the mayor to come up here before he gets burnt by the torch and say a few words.
Thanks very much, Rod. Welcome everyone here. Special welcome to George. And I know this an opportunity to rest like this must be something that's fairly welcome. Organ donation is what we're here to talk about, and although none of us likes to talk about the issue that presents us every day, and that being death, it's something we have to talk about. It's something we have to face as a society, that when people die unexpectedly, that provides opportunities for other folks. And I thank you, George, on behalf of the city, on behalf of our residents and council, for the work you're doing to raise that awareness. I also want to take this opportunity to dedicate what we're doing here today to somebody that was a good friend of mine, and you heard her. You heard Kay Popke's name mentioned, and her husband Al is somebody I've known for most of my adult life. His wife Kay and my wife have worked together for almost 25 years, and about 3 months ago we were downtown Chilliwack celebrating with Al and Kay the fact that he had received a piece of equipment, a donated piece of equipment, very expensive, that it would allow him to sleep at night. And we had fun celebrating that day. And shortly after that, not that long ago, a month, 6 weeks ago, we were celebrating the fact that Al had made it onto the transplant list, and we were celebrating that. And a few short weeks ago, we were called together to celebrate Al's life as he passed away on the transplant list. And it was a sad day for all that knew Al. And what it does is it highlights the important work that George is doing, and the important work that we all must do as we face this issue, and that is we all must take the time to fill in the cards that list us as organ donors. I can tell you that the city has, at this point in time, given the slips out with their paychecks now as a part of the BC Transplant Society program to register as organ donors, and I think it's just one of the most important things we can do. So in highlighting that for us, George, we thank you very much as a city, as a council, and personally. Having lost a dear friend, I want to say thank you on a very personal level. Now, we have here a package of stuff, George. If you want to come and get this, this will make your stay in Chilliwack absolutely unforgettable, as it provides you with a whole lot of mementos from the city, information about the city. I think Dorothy Kostreva put this together. There's also free dinners and hotel stays and all kinds of things for you to do while you're here for the weekend. So if you want to come up, I'll give you this. Now, we have here a package of stuff, George. If you want to come and get this, this will make your stay in Chilliwack absolutely unforgettable, as it provides you with a whole lot of mementos from the city, information about the city. I think Dorothy Kostreva put this together. There's also free dinners and hotel stays and all kinds of things for you to do while you're here for the weekend. So if you want to come up, I'll give you this. Thanks very much, Rod, and I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And at this point in time, I would like to call George up to the microphone for a few words.
Thank you very much, Rod. I'll be brief because you guys just did such a great job here. It just makes our job that much easier. Today is day 389. We actually got our walk extended to 769 days. So our finishing date is going to be July 27th, 2002. I think about a month ago, we've had a number of other cities and towns that wanted to be added into this campaign. So it's going to be a little bit longer to walk. I do want to take this opportunity to thank the Councillor Mal and Bob and his children and everybody and the police officer Lisa, everybody that joined in, Dorothy for helping to orchestrate this. And as soon as I spoke to her, she just got to work immediately with this, you know, and put everything together. It just, everything got done for us. Like, we didn't have to do anything here in Chilliwack, right, David? You know, everything got done, and that really encourages us, and it's a very positive message to all the other communities too, what a community can do about this issue. You certainly have shown that today, Chilliwack, you know, we're going to be here for a couple of days, and we're going to try and get around the community to keep promoting the word while the iron's hot. You know, that's how we like to state it while we have this out in the media and everything. And we want to try and get as many people to sign those donor cards while we're here, and to increase this this rate that we have, this dismal rate. I also, you know, as I was hearing about Al, you know, it is very sad when that happens, and it just made me think about another person right now that is on the waiting list, and it's an 18-year-old boy from Abbotsford, and his name is Matthew Grafstrom. He's presently at the Vancouver General Hospital. He's at the top of the waiting list, and he needs a liver and kidney transplant immediately, or he's going to pass away. And I've been speaking with his mom for the last 4 days, and it just, it's so hard, you know, watching the family go through this. You know, it's so hard. So I promised her that we're going to do everything we can to help give her boy a chance to survive, and hopefully we can comfort the family at the same time. And you know, it's what this campaign's all about. You know, we're trying to change the situation here, and reaching the public and reaching the 3 levels of government, and getting Alan Rock to create this national registry, this much needed national registry. And it's very simple. All he has to do is model it after the one that's here in BC. BC already did all the legwork, and they took the right steps. We need our government now to do the same, our national government, and create this national registry. And we need to really upscale our education and awareness in our country. And, you know, we know we can do it, and we know we can change this present rate. So having your community put on these activities and show your support for this is a great example for all the communities right across Canada. So I really want to take this moment to thank everybody in the city of Chilliwack for just rising to the occasion here. And I'm going to bring my road manager to really wrap it up, because I know we're pressed for time. David Wright-Smith, if you may. Thank you very much.
Okay, I've just been informed that we have some time left, because we're still waiting for Kay, and I was wondering who she was. I spoke with her this morning, and I was looking forward to meeting her. And I just wanted to reiterate what George has already said. I couldn't say it any more eloquently than he has, or any more passionately than he has. It is an issue that's very close and very dear to my heart. I also had a liver transplant in the summer of '95. And as I was speaking with Bob on our way in here, we just walked about 10 kilometers, and it was an incredible walk. And I was saying that before I had my transplant, I couldn't walk more than 10 steps without collapsing or without having to sit down or lie down. And I was reflecting on the fact that I've come a long way in the last 6 years. It's all a day-by-day recovery or a step-by-step recovery. And I would just like to say that for all of those that have had transplants, they are very successful now, 95% successful. And so the transplant surgery has actually come out of it's not voodoo medicine anymore, it is now mainstream medicine. And so part of our problem is that the rest of the public hasn't really caught up to this. And that's what part of our job to do, is to make sure that every man, woman, and child in our country is aware of the fact that they can very easily become organ donors, especially in our province. And like George said, the rest of the country would do well to model British Columbia's. And I also want to say that I lived in Chilliwack once for about a year, back in 1972. And although I don't think about it that much, it's kind of interesting to be here 29, 28 years later, to be walking down the streets of Chilliwack once again, as I did when I was in my early 20s. So it's nice to return here after all this time. Now, all of the people that I wanted to thank have been thanked already, but I wanted to add one, or actually three people or organizations to that list. Earl's Restaurant is going to be providing us with lunch today, and I wasn't aware of the fact that our restaurants were already taken care of. When I looked at the itinerary, there was nothing for today, so I made arrangements with Earl's. Earl's has been very good to us, so I'd like to publicly acknowledge Earl's here in Chilliwack for providing us with lunch today. And also I'd like to thank the Merritt Mountain Music Festival and Roots Fest in Victoria, who are providing us with a forum to reach thousands of people in a very short period of time. It's festivals like that that give us that opportunity. A lot of people who may not even have thought about this will have the opportunity to think about it and fill out their donor cards. So I'd just like to publicly acknowledge Roots Fest, and that is going to be held in Victoria on July the 27th, 28th, and 29th, and the Merritt Mountain Music Festival, which will be held in Merritt on next weekend, I believe. And last but not least, I'd like to thank all of you good folk for coming out here today, and I look forward to a weekend of sharing our information and acknowledging the fact that you have allowed this to happen for us this weekend. And you're all instrumental in helping bring forward the information and the education that is sadly lacking in our country and is much needed. Again, I thank you very much. Tia, would you come up here, please? Tia Tony Wilson is our newest member, and I would like to bring her up right now.
How exciting.
Tia, would you come up here, please? Tia Tony Wilson is our newest member, and I would like to bring her up right now.
How exciting. I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out and being patient as we had a very extremely long walk, and we had to even drive a little bit. I mean, we planned to walk a little too far for our own timing. So thank everybody who came out, and thank Chilliwack very much for all the help that they've done. That's about all.
Thank you all very much for coming out. I think what we should do at this point in time, I know Kay Popke would certainly like to say a few words, and I know Kay's on her way over here, whether she's stuck in traffic or where she is. So if we could just cut the tapes for a few minutes and just hang around until Kay gets here. I think that would be appropriate at this point in time. All right, thank you.
My name is Kay Poppy, and I'm a volunteer for BC Transplant Society. And we've not been introduced yet, George, but I know we'll be talking to each other. Mayor Hames, councillors, and of course our Master of Ceremonies, Rod Hudson, and also all your organ donors and recipients, and especially, well, ladies and gentlemen, and especially George Marcello and his drivers, David Wright-Smith and Tia Tony Wilson. I believe I got that right. I have been a volunteer for BC Transplant Society only for a few months, but I want to remind everybody that since 1997, a sticker on your driver's license is no longer valid for organ donation. We have a real need for people to register with the Organ Donor Registry. This new registry was introduced to legally record the wishes of organ donors in BC. This is your living will as to which organs you wish to donate. This removes the difficult decision from your loved ones during the grieving process. The population in BC is in excess of 4 million, and as of this date, we have just over 400,000 people registered on the Organ Donor Registry. Actually, 414, 645 as of this morning. There are 494 people in BC waiting for an organ, plus there have been 100 transplants this year. Although we have 25,000 deaths per year in BC, only 1% of these deaths result in a potential donor. However, because the family does not know the wishes of the loved ones, the total is greatly reduced. I speak from the heart on this subject. For over a year, my husband Al Popke and I worked with the wonderful doctors and nurses at BC Transplant Society. We had hoped for a second chance, but that was not to be. Al died a month ago from a heart and double lung transplant. Waiting for one. Please don't let anybody else die. George Marcello and I will be at an information booth in Cottonwood Mall on Saturday, tomorrow, July the 14th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., along with other volunteers. George will be speaking to the public there, and the rest of us will be there for information and organ donor registry. We would like to see lots of people come out. Chilliwack has been known for having a tremendous volunteer city. So let's put ourselves on the map and sign up as organ donors. And remember, you can pick up these forms, because I know you're filming this and I want this to go to everybody in Chilliwack. You can pick up forms at London Drugs, Overweighty, Safeway, Save on Foods, Motor Vehicle Branch, ICBC Claims Center, ICBC Auto Plan Brokers, all doctor's office, pharmacies, Bank of Montreal, and anybody who wants to follow me to my van. I have them a supply. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kay, for sharing those words with us, and thank you all for coming out on behalf of the City of Chilliwack. I thank you, and George, wish you well in your further walk. Thank you.
You're going to be sitting here drinking your own coffee from the paper. Come on out. Mrs. Wello, he brought his paper and he was prepared to just kind of sit there, drink coffee and chat with people. So he's going to
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get you guys off to lunch while George is being introduced.
And I think
Gotta go to Canadian Tire.
Are you heading back, Lisa?
back to the...
Pop shop?
Yeah, if you want to let me know.
To my...
Where's your car?
It's over at the RCMP headquarters. So I'll go to jump in with Lisa and...
I know he does. He was smart. He walked over to you. Thank you. Will you come tonight at 7?
Also got chased by dogs along the highway, and when I was into the prairies, we were there in the winter. I got frostbite about 6 times. Yeah, and my feet got infected.
We'll see you tonight. We'll see you tonight.
Gary said he had some for him today, that day, because I wanted to make sure that he was free for you.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Well, it's such an important...
Well, it's our honor to accept it. Thank you very much, Christopher. How's the walk going?
It's good.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we got a little something for you, just to make it go a little better for you. You want me to take it or you? We have 2 bottles of very fresh Chilliwack water. It's the best in Canada, so that'll help you on your way. We also have some small donations that we've taken on behalf of staff and council. Some donations to go towards your fundraising efforts. So, thank you very much, and welcome to Chilliwack. We're just going to get you to sign our guest book here to say that you've come to Chilliwack.
You okay? Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that.
Welcome to Chilliwack. Congratulations on day 160 of living the torch of life. Sure. Christopher, take that with him back as a memento. Great.
Who's tall enough to get it there?
We'll boost you. So you'll put it up. I'm pretty sure you can reach it.
Do you want to take his picture underneath the bed?
Sure. Yes, that would be nice.
Just stand, Jenna, do one of your famous upshots.
Get in, you okay?
Okay.
Sweet. That's beautiful.
How appropriate that you're wearing that Go Flames Go. Yeah, you became a Flames fan on the road. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of meaning to that, eh?
Yep.
Any questions, or do you want to make a comment to the What's your favorite saying?
My favorite saying is, please don't take arrogance to heaven knows we need them here.
And tell.
So the key is to encourage owner donations across the country, across North America, and across Canada. And how's the success been? Signing people up, the donations going well?
Yeah, it's everywhere we go, it's getting better and better, and we're getting more support from each community as we've left on. Hoping that we can get more support to the end of this walk. Probably make everybody sign over to the records.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thanks again for coming to
Thank you.
Chilliwack. Thanks for visiting us. Welcome, and our best wishes on the rest of your trip.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. We're going to get the banner down for you.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Did you want to do some more?
Do you have any pins? Yeah. Yes, we need pins. Yeah. Could I have a? Let me get you a few. That would be wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you for coming. Can you take a picture of
There's a website. My website's www.christopherfish.ca. It's RISTOCHERS.ca. And for donations, there's a number which is 1-866-992-3645. It will
watch this guy, I bet you. Sure enough, sure enough.
Hilarious. They're squealing and everything. It's hilarious. All the way. Take him right up in front of the motorhome, actually.
Yeah.
How many schools have you been to?
That's what scared me. Hey, hurry up! Get over here.
Can I give you a disc?
Are we going to be on television? That one? No. You not have on television.
Perfect. And you have my cell number? Yep, that's it. That's it, yeah. Okay, and I can send all the information, the press release and all, yeah, to Amber. And then as well, you can also get it from Rob.
But it's a long time ago.
What position?
I played scrum half most of the time because I was just little, right? Because all the guys were a lot bigger than I was then.
So man, the plan will be, we'll go outside to get some nice shot of your city hall in the background as well.
Sure.
Right now. Is it on? Okay. Hello. I'm Mark McCarthy. Can I start over? You know what? I didn't want to reach out. Hi, I'm Mark McCarthy, and I'm the grade 12 rep at Chilliwack Secondary.
Hi, I'm Catherine Porter, and I'm Vice President at Chilliwack Secondary.
I'm Kirsten Bird, and I'm just a leadership student.
I'm Julian Corman, and I'm also a leadership student.
I'm Ted Kim. I'm grade 11 representative.
I'm Zio Huan, and I'm the president of the city council.
Wait, what am I? Don't push me.
Whoa.
Go, you're on. Oh, Christy, you're on.
I'm Chrissy Gonzalez, and I'm grade 12 rep.
Oh, is it rolling?
Yeah.
My name's Kevin Dick. How's it going, Facebook people?
Kevin's new to Facebook.
I got Facebook this week, and I don't like it. I got rid of it now.
You did?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think I could do that. That's actually cool.
How do you know he blessed that?
He said.
I bless this story.
For those of us that were listening.
No, the guy said that quote. And all the prime ministers. Yeah.
Well, that's really close. I don't like that.
So that's live to Facebook.
That's very special for us Catholics.
Yeah, I know. Am I on TV? Hi, Mom.
You're on Facebook.
Oh, well, that's no big deal.
Christy, could you do extreme close-up of my
Guys,
nose?
the more you shake it, the more black it is. What do you do?
Is that
I can take over after a little bit. I just want to take a couple of shots.
Does that mean we stop?
We're okay, we're okay.
The voice of God, by the way.
You guys are in front of the door.
Stay behind.
This is very leg working.
I can take over now. So how do you feel, Kevin?
Proud, honored, very excited.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, right here.
This is Kevin's church. Oh, okay. There was something going on here yesterday, wasn't there?
Yes.
Ah, see, I know.
Like my torch? Torch
Yep.
of life. Donate organs. Yeah, I'm on to anything. Maybe,
What?
maybe wait a little while, yeah.
Maybe wait a little while. Wait a little while.
Where's your teacher?
Let's maybe wait till we get past the tracks, okay?
Okay.
She was going to drive back.
Uh-oh. I gotta get... Okay, here's what we'll do. Just bring it a little bit more.
Today is no match for such disposition.
Oh, well, okay.
When we arrive at their school, can we all take one big shot with all the officers and the kids? Okay, thanks.
like we're, how close are we?
We're not close yet. We're a bit closer.
Okay. Okay.
What are you guys running for?
You guys are doing fantastic. Did you see all the cameras that were going off on the cell phones? You guys are in like thousands of pictures. Hey, can you guys start singing, donate your organs? Clap, clap. Donate your organs.
Donate your organs. Donate your organs. Donate your organs. Donate your organs. Donate your organs. Donate your organs.
Should have thought of that earlier.
Donate your organs. 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 Like we can see Tim Hortons. I'll take over Tim Hortons, all right?
we about like a block or two away? Oh, can you actually drive right up there so then I can get out and get pictures of them coming in? Guys, are you going to come in this way or what are you doing?
We're in single file.
Single file, but oh, it's that school.
Single file.
Yeah, and yeah, if everybody can line up right in front of here.
You guys just go back so we're actually running it. Yeah.
Okay. You can ask everybody how they feel after a great run.
Oh, how do you guys feel after that wonderful run?
Excellent. Andy.
Yeah, good? Yeah. Because my shins really hurt.
It was worth it.
It's very important to run for Oregon.
Actually, you know what we can do? Right in front of the Chilliwack school, because we're going to take a picture with the officers. I'm going to just go one by one and ask everybody how they felt. And make sure everybody's holding the torch when they're talking. Okay?
Am I still supposed to record this?
Get back in class. Maybe close those doors then.
Oh, close them?
Yeah.
Sure.
Close them one before the other.
Yeah. So that they don't see the surprise in front of it.
A big flaming torch. Is someone speaking?
I'm ready.
We're all speaking as people with torch.
No, but I'm talking
to doing this.
It's much easier to run when you have a cause that's great. I'm ready to go another kilometer if I have to.
Okay, pass the torch to the net and keep, and then how do you feel?
Just dandy. Yep, that's
How do you feel?
I'm really happy that we had the opportunity to run for such a good cause. We definitely spread the message of donating your organs and tissues, which is really important.
I feel great running for an excellent cause. I feel good and I'm glad I ran for the cause.
I feel great for running for this excellent cause. You know, as I ran here, I thought of people who couldn't do this every single day because maybe there are some problems with their organs and stuff. And I think this is a great cause that we're doing this. And by doing this, we'll spread the message to all people, saying that we need to step up.
Wow. That's good enough. Okay. Good. Good job, you guys. Okay. So if you can get the camera back, and
what we'll do is we'll have whoever's going to run it in, and we'll go in through those doors there.
Okay.
And then if you want to speak,
Kevin.
well, Kevin goes first, and if you guys want to do what you just did,
act as a group.
Sure.
Like we'll all be together.
We'll
all be.
Yeah. George Martello, and do you want to make sure that you know the name of the organization? Do you want to?
It's SOS 4000. That's the name of this campaign. 4,000 is the number of people on the waiting list. One person can save 8 people's lives, and 32 others can get their tissues restored. Okay.
So SOS 4,000 donors waiting, or people waiting for donations.
Yeah.
One person can save 8 lives, and 32 people can have their tissue restored.
Yeah, exactly. So we just want to take a picture with the officers.
Sure.
Officers, if you please can get in, we want to take a nice picture with you and the kid.
This is Brownie. You got a white angle lens? Big guy.
It's a nice looking group. Hey, come on in, guys.
This torch represents Oregon people that have been saved by organ donations. Thank you, Johan. Couple times, the SOS 4,000 torch. 4,000 because there are 4,000 people waiting for organ donations. One person that donates their organs can save 8 people's lives. And there's history that now one person can save another 32. So it's very important to donate your organs, especially before you pass away, because when you pass away, you donate them, and you'll save lives, but you'll save more now if you donate your organs. So, we're very proud to run with this tour today. We just came from City Hall, it's about 2.5 kilometers. It's a good run, we have officers outside, and we're breathing hard. All right, there you go. He has had an organ donated to him, and it saved his life. And he is now running the organizing part of the SOS 4,000 torch. How many years? 10 years, as well as the Pope has blessed this torch. So there you go, and here is your grandma.
We're doing this because Canada has one of the most organized in the world, and almost every day somebody on the waiting list is dying. And there's over 4,000 Canadians right now on the waiting list. And these people right now are in the hospital, and they really can't do much but pray and hope. And every day there's hundreds of organs that are going to waste. So we somehow have to find a way where we can effectively reach every Canadian, and there's over 30 million Canadians, about the importance of this issue. There's 2 steps. The first step is first you could become registered on an organ donor registry here in BC. It's at www.transplant.bc.ca. If you're under 18, you need your parents' permission to do that. The second important step is to take some time to share this wish with your family, because they're going to need to know about your decision. And if we can do that with every single person across Canada, we can solve this crisis. Nobody needs to die on that waiting list. And this is why we know that kids are going to understand this. Your generation is going to understand this. So that's why we've organized hundreds of schools across the country, so we can plant the seeds early. We can make you guys understand, so that when you guys are getting older, you can pass this on, and you can fix this problem. So that's why it was so important for Kevin and the rest of the team over here in your entire school and Paula that helped to organize this. We're almost finished this campaign. I've got about another month to go. We're actually finishing none of it. You guys know what that is? It's pretty far. So I'm going to Victoria and climbing up north to ride horse and then ending up at none of it. But we're going to do this every year. We're going to do a torch relay every year, so your school is going to be chosen to represent the torch, to select the torch champion every year. And Kevin and everybody here could pass on all this stuff that they're learning today. So with that, there's a slogan that a 14-year-old boy that needed a liver transplant that went across the country. His name was Christopher Knowles. There's a slogan that he used to say at every school that he stopped. And this is what he used to say to the kids. He used to say, please don't take your organs to heaven. Heaven knows we need them here on earth. Thank you very much.
Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Martello about organ donating, or how you go about it? Or yourself? Oh, questions for me? Anybody have another question for me? If I can answer it.
Once you register,
we used to have it on our driver's license. What happens now? Like if I'm in a car accident, I'm registered, but if I'm in a car accident, how do they know?
Well, BC is the only province in Canada that has a register where you can register online. Plus, you have cards that you can get at any car insurance or you can register to become a driver, or at hospitals. They have these gold cards, which when you fill out, then your name becomes registered as a donor. But as I mentioned earlier, the most important step is to share the wish with your family, because your family's going to be making the loved ones is going to be making the final decision. And if they're not prepared or if they don't know anything about your decision, more than likely they're going to say no when it comes to their ask. So the trick is now, how do we get everybody at BC to register?
Any other questions?
Okay, the secret in putting this torch out is, first of all, you have to use a quality in cup.
You have to seal it, right?
It's a quality in. It doesn't work with any other cup. And then you go like that.
You smother it.
And then what happens is it's out. And oh, we almost used it all.
Oh, is that bad?
It's almost out.
Almost out.
Oh, good timing there.
So, when you asked that question, Kevin, it seemed like half the people were still a little hesitant, right? What would be good is, and this is what we're saying to all the schools, is maybe not this year, but next year, or if there's time this year, to talk to the kids and find out, see if you can find out why they won, or what is it, because there's some things that could be answered. They might have, you know, and that's the idea of how you get people more informed.
I think that's what we need to solve.
That we're the only ones that are so proactive in doing this, and it looks like we're the only ones. How can that be for such an important issue? You know? So we're counting on really you guys, and we got a Facebook, step by step SOS 4000. All this video and all the pictures are going to go on there. I